You see the highlights, the packed dance floor, the celebrity appearances, the energy, but there's a whole other side of it. 12-hour sets, demanding crowds, and the pressure to deliver night after night. It's not just about playing music, it's about creating an experience. How do they do it? What's the reality behind the hype? You might think it's all glitz and glam, but the truth is, in this video, we're going behind the scenes with Mr. Gray, a resident DJ at Miami's legendary 11. He's pulling back the curtain to show you what a typical night looks like, from the first track to the last call. Get ready to discover the dedication, the grind, and the passion that fuels a resident DJ at one of the world's most famous clubs. Because if you have what it takes, you can do it too. How did you become a resident at one of Miami's most notorious venues?
So I was actually with an agency that was booking me at spots in Miami, and they happened to have availability at 11. They wanted to try me out because I had a very unique blend of hip hop and EDM. And at the time that, EDM was pretty big still. So they tried me out on a Thursday night, and like half an hour into my set, two of the owners of 11 came up to me and they're like, "Hey, do you want to be here every week?" I'm like, "Yes, I definitely do."
How long ago was that?
11 years.
11 years at 11.
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. So you have seen a lot. For those that have never been there, what makes 11 different than other clubs? Let's start there. Other clubs.
Yeah, the main thing is that it is a strip club and a nightclub. So I DJ like it's a nightclub, but there are dancers there. So that's what sets it apart from everything else. And what it sets it apart from any other strip club is that it's got amazing sound, amazing lights. Everything about it is like a nightclub, except for the stage in the middle of the dance floor.
Right. Yeah, it really is something to experience. So you shared the decks with some amazing people like Tiesto and Diplo. And I mean, there's so many. I can't even remember who I've seen at 11, but it's just on any given night you're going and there's amazing talent. What is that like? Because the setting is so different from a festival or elsewhere. What's it like sharing the decks with them?
Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's, it's whatever. But like the first couple times I opened up for Tiesto, like his tour manager just would set up his flash drive and get his first song ready. And then once my song was done, like Tiesto wouldn't even be in the building yet. So my song would finish and then his tour manager would hit play and then Tiesto would get walked in. So he just comes in and it's a huge deal, Tiesto's Tiesto. He's a legend. But a lot of the bigger guys, they do it like that. Even like I DJ'd with Shaq. I opened for Shaq, DJ Diesel, at the end of December, and his was kind of similar, but he's super cool. Like he's probably one of the coolest, like famous DJs that I've met. And even with I've opened up for Marshmello and he was the same. He just got ushered in, and once he was done, he left. And I think in festivals it's a little bit different because it's a little bit more fun because you're playing for tens of thousands of people. At 11, I mean, our capacity is probably 1,000, 1,200, something like that.
Right. Yeah. And everything, I don't know. You're saying like when they get walked in, are they getting walked in through the crowd with like security, or is it kind of like this big to-do moment?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we have to set up like a pathway with security guards. There's like a back door and it kind of goes straight to the DJ booth, but you still have to go through the crowd a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's much different than like a more underground house music club. It's just, there's more to do. There's more like pomp and circumstance. How is DJing a strip club different?
The number one thing with DJing at 11 is that I don't really have to make sure that the people are dancing or that they're singing along to all the songs or whatever the case may be. Ultimately, I'm kind of like secondary to the dancers. You know, it's an unfortunate thing, but it's also something that a lot of DJs have a hard time with, you know, and I did at first where, you know, it was like, I was kind of like almost background music, but not really. You obviously have to play good music and you have to, you know, do the right things at the right times and stuff like that. But when I play at any other nightclub, if I travel to nightclubs and I'm playing there, I'm the center of attention. So I have to make sure that I'm on point at all times.
You get requests? People request music from you at 11?
Yes, they do.
And you tell them to fuck off?
No. I'm actually very nice when it comes to that, for the most part, until you become annoying. Like if you ask for a request and then 2 minutes later shrug your shoulders and put your hands up like, where's my song? I'm like, yeah, that's not going to help your song get played.
Yeah.
And I'm usually pretty honest with people. If it doesn't fit what I'm doing, I'm not going to play it. And I'll tell them, I'm like, look, that doesn't really fit what I'm doing.
I think, like I said, I can't remember, but I think the first time I was there, Gordo was there.
Okay. Was he there as Carnage or Gordo?
I think he was there as Carnage because this was like 2016.
Okay.
So who knows? Maybe you were there too.
It's very possible.
I'm sure you were. Wow, 12 hours. I can't even, and I know like there's a lot like Marco Carolla, even Gene Ferris here from Chicago. Like I watched Gene Ferris DJ for like 9 hours on Groove Cruise. And I was just like he didn't get off the decks. I'm like, when did you pee? You know, like that's like always what goes through my mind. It is really such and then that's like going back to people who make requests. And I'm, you know, you have a very kind approach to it, but it's like, if I was doing a job for 12 hours, especially at those late hours, and somebody came and made a request, I don't think I could mentally, like that would be the straw that broke the camel's back for me.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, you know, it gets to me, but not normally. I'm generally a very kind person. And, like I said, I want everybody to have a great time. You know, my philosophy is that once you walk through those doors, I want you to forget about what's outside of those doors. Come in, have a great time, enjoy yourself as much as possible. And if I can help facilitate that by playing a song that you like, then I'll do it. But if it doesn't work out, then I'll let you know. Yeah. So every once in a while, I'm a guest DJ. That's what I started off as, just a guest resident DJ. So it's about a 3-hour time slot. So it's pretty easy. Now I'm actually like a full-time resident where I'm there 12 hours.
12?
Yeah. I'm there.
Is that where you were last night?
No.
I was going to say, and you did this podcast, you're an angel. That would be crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm there tomorrow and Thursday. So
12. Okay. So what time do you get there? I didn't ask that.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. So you're there from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Correct. Yes.
The fuck? So the headliner goes on at what time?
2 o'clock.
2. And you're still there?
Yes. Correct.
Do you close?
Yep. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my God. How many days a week do you work?
Well, I'm there every Thursday, and then I'm there every third Wednesday.
Okay. Wow. That is crazy. So what does hour 1 look like?
So hour 1 is basically there's like nobody there for the most part. You'll have some people at the bar or whatever, but when I get there, I just set up everything, and honestly, I put a mix on. And I do other stuff that I need to do around the club. And then once people start showing up, I start DJing. It's a true open format. So I start off, you know, with like some R&B and a little bit of reggaeton and some like, you know, house music like Joel Corey, Head and Heart, like poppy house type stuff and some top 40 stuff. And then I'll just fluctuate throughout the night like that. And then as more people come in, I increase the energy and keep increasing it. And I try not to, you know, dip into too many huge hits or anything because I don't want to mess it up for the headliner. You know what I'm saying? Most of the headliners that I DJ with, I know, and I know what they're going to play. So I try to stay away from what I figure they're going to play. I DJ at a place called Backyard in Fort Lauderdale, which I think we had probably 2,000 kids there for spring break. And yeah, it was like 5 hours straight of just high energy stuff. So it's exhausting.
Yeah, but all worth it, right?
Oh my gosh. So much fun. The advice I give pretty much any DJ that, you know, wants to DJ at 11 or really any venue that they want to DJ at is to go to that venue. You know, if you're a local DJ, go to whatever venue you want to play at and meet everybody you possibly can. You know, most of this industry is about who you know. And then you have to have a good product to back that up. You know, and if you're out of town, the best way to start doing it is to contact somebody like me. You know, and I'll try. I've tried, and you know, it's hard. You know, the guy that books all the DJs, he lives in Vegas. He's never here, which is very unfortunate. But you know, we have a good core group of resident DJs and guest DJs that we bring in, and there is always room for new talent. And I personally, I look for new talent in general. Like I started a DJ meetup a couple months ago, and basically it's to help DJs get more gigs or get better gigs or
love that.
You know, just get better as DJs. I was able to book some DJs for a night at 11. And since I live in West Palm and was a resident DJ up here for a while, I know a lot of West Palm Beach DJs. So I booked one DJ from West Palm Beach and one DJ from Miami. And each DJ brought DJ friends. And we all were just hanging out, having a good time, listening to good music, enjoying ourselves. And it kind of made me think about when I used to go to record stores and buy records, and I would spend hours at record stores listening to new music, listening to the DJ that was playing in the corner, talking to other DJs. And we've lost that. You know, I think the community, like the DJ community is kind of, you know, just online now. And I like person to person experience. I want to talk to other DJs about DJing and I want to get better. I'm never 100% satisfied with where I'm at. You know, I always think I can get better. And I've been that person that was comfortable, that was, you know, 2-3 years doing the same thing over and over. And I vowed after I realized that I was, you know, stuck, I'm like, that's never going to be me ever again.
Yeah.
So I want people to not be stuck, not be comfortable. I want you to think outside the box. I want you to listen to other DJs and get ideas and get inspired, you know, because I love all music and I love DJing and I enjoy watching people have a great time. And like I said earlier, kind of, you know, set their real life aside just for a couple hours and come in and have a great time with me.
Wow. That's amazing. Are you doing another one of those anytime soon that we can promote on the episode?
Yeah, it's once a month. We have it at Fat Cats in Fort Lauderdale, which is just like a hole in the wall bar, but they allow me to, you know, do whatever I want there. And it's not like I don't get on the mic and it's not like some kind of seminar or anything like that. I book DJs that are up and coming DJs or DJs that want to get heard by their peers. And I give them an hour and they come in and they play their hour. And I don't care what they play. I just want them to play what they really, truly enjoy playing. I want to see them having fun up there. I don't want them to think about, oh, what does he want me to play? What does the manager want me to play? You know, if you want to play old school hip hop, play old school hip hop. If you want to play drum and bass, play drum and bass. If you want to play deep house, play deep house, you know, but I want you to play what you want to play because then you're going to give it 100%.